I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like this video. Please subscribe to this channel. I really would appreciate it. So as you can see, the Bronx Knights are in well, they're not in second place. They're in a virtual tie for first place in the American League West with the Seattle Mariners. Their record is 26-14. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. So let's get the show on the road and let's play the next game. Let's see, Toronto. We just finished a 3-game set against Toronto, and we won 2 out of 3. And we're starting a 3-game set at home against the Baltimore Orioles. So let's start up that first game. Play game. Okay. Play full game. The home team. We play our home games at Classic Yankee Stadium. Looks good. Okay, let's see. Who do we sit? Let's sit Donnie Baseball. For let's see, who should we put in? Ken Hunter, no. Looking for guys who can play first base naturally. So it's Urshela. Gio Urshela is not going to bat second. Let's rock and roll. Why the Bronx Knights? Well, I was born and raised in the Bronx, New York. No longer live there now, but I was there for most of my life. And a New York Yankees fan. I always imagined it would be cool if there was another team in New York. But enough of that. We're here for Major League Baseball as in Bronx, New York, in Old Yankee Stadium, as the Baltimore Orioles visit the Bronx Knights. Pitching for the Knights is Joey Pollard, making his 5th start. He is 4-0 with a 2.83 earned run average. So far, so good. Leading off for the Orioles is Scott Kingery, hitting .240 with 4 homers and 11 runs batted in.
Scott Kingery.
And he lashes the first pitch into left field for a base hit. Check that, right field for a base hit. The leadoff man for the Orioles is on first. Here's the replay.
The center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Next up for the Orioles, Harrison Bader, who is in the midst of a modest 5-game hitting streak, but overall is hitting .247 with 5 homers and 12 runs batted in. And called a strike.
0-1.
Bronx Knights are 26-14. And he pulls it foul. Count quickly falls to 0-2. Swing and a miss at the knuckle change. And there is 1 out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Billy Williams.
So who is this? Billy Williams hitting .322 with 7 homers and 15 runs batted in. And he pulls it foul, strike 1. I'm not familiar with Billy Williams. I'm sure and he swings and fouls off the circle change. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss at the curve. And there are 2 outs. Second strikeout of the inning.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout steps to the plate, hitting .228 with 7 homers and 20 runs batted in. And he He is safe. Stolen base is successful. Jump was off the pitcher. He practically ignored him. Good throw. So there's now a runner in scoring position for Trout. Count is 0-1. Swing and a miss. That's a two-seam fastball. He grounds it weakly to the second baseman Ramos, who fields and fires. Gets him by a step, and the side is retired. So after half an inning of play, it's Baltimore nothing. Bronx Knights coming to bat. Pitching for the Baltimore Orioles, Brandon Woodruff, who in 8 starts has a 3-3 record with 4.53 earned run average. Leading off for the Knights is Max Luklich. He's hitting .352, and he's in the midst of an 11-game hitting streak.
Number 39.
And he checks his swing. It's low for ball 1. Baltimore Orioles are 12-28. In 5th place in the American League East. Their season has not gone well. And he pulls it hard to first base. Buddy's there. He scoops it up like a vacuum cleaner. Takes it himself for the first out. Starting lineup for the Bronx Knights. Max Luklich leads off. Chris Ramos is hit bat second and is the second baseman. Michael O'Rourke is the center fielder. Jacob Zalazar, Benny Locicero, Matt Termini, Matt Saps, Anthony Millo, and Gio Urshela. So next up is Chris Ramos, the second baseman, batting from the left side against the righty Woodruff. And he takes ball 1. He's hitting .377 with 15 homers, 39 runs batted in. In the middle of May, those are some pretty impressive stats. Line drive, but foul. Wait, yes. Just foul. 1-1 count. And it's 2-1. Home plate umpire is Mike Fillmore. He fouls off the two-seamer. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Late on the fastball. And the high fastball is outside. Count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Michael O'Rourke is on deck. And he takes it low for ball 4. And with 1 out, the Knights have a base runner.
Batting third, the center fielder.
Michael O'Rourke is hitting .338 with 10 homers and 32 runs batted in. Steps up to the plate. And he takes ball 1 just outside. And he swings and misses out in front of the changeup. Count evens at 1-1. And he chases the high fastball. Count goes 1-2. Low. 2-2. He checks his swing. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's 1 out. I wonder if the runner will be in motion. I don't think he will be. Fouls off the 2-seam and back to the screen. And the count remains full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he hits a line drive base hit. And Ramos will advance all the way to third. It'll be first and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Single by O'Rourke. Jacob Salazar, the shortstop, hitting .342, steps up to the plate. He takes strike one. He has a chance to score a run. He's got 4 homers and 25 runs batted in. It's a chance to get an early run batted in. 90 feet away.
1 ball, 1
Count
strike.
evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. And he swings over the top of the changeup. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Quick throw first. O'Rourke is back. Ramos at third. O'Rourke at first. Salazar at the plate. He checks his swing. It's outside. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Changeup is outside and low. Count goes full. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and third. And he swings a little too far. Could not hold his wrists. And he strikes out for the second out. Does not get that runner out from third. Benny Locicero is hitting .302 with 9 homers and a team high 46 runs batted in. He has a runner at third. 90 feet away. He needs a hit to get him home.
No, that's down.
And the pitch is low. Ball 1. Benny's 7 for his last 16. And he pulls the 2-seam fouls. Strike 1. And he swings and misses at the changeup way out in front. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sliders inside. Count evens at 2-2. And he pulls it foul. 27. This will be the 28th pitch of the first inning. And yet another 3-2 count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and third. And he pulls the foul. The count remains 3-2. Runner at first will be off. And he walks him. Walks the bases loaded. So with 2 outs, the bases are loaded. Third baseman Matt Termini steps up to the plate. He's hitting .307 with 4 homers and 20 runs batted in. As you can see, he hits better at home. Bases are jammed of Knights. And he hits a line drive right to the center fielder on the first pitch, and the side is retired. They leave the bases loaded. At the end of 1 inning of play, no score. Leading off for the Orioles, Josh Bell hitting .315.
The first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
Circle change floats in there for strike 1. And it's a hard line drive. Base hit to right field to lead off the second.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Johnny Bench, Hall of Fame catcher for the Cincinnati Reds. He's playing for the Orioles in this universe. He's hitting .239 with 7 homers and 22 runs batted in. And the 2-seamer just catches a piece of the corner for strike 1.
Ball 1.
Curveball is low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Count evens at 1-1. Oh, it's in no man's land. Salazar is there to make the catch. It's almost big confusion. Almost a mistake. The defense for the Bronx Knights looked a little suspect, was Anyway, from left to right in the outfield is Lukelich, O'Rourke, and Locicero. And in the infield, Termini, Salazar, Ramos, and Urshela taking over at first for Don Mattingly today. And Anthony Mello behind the plate. Next up looks to be Jay Buhner, hitting .216 with 9 homers and 18 runs batted in. Jay Buhner played for the Seattle Mariners in the 1990s.
0-1's the count.
We have a runner at first and 1 out. Grounds it. Ramos throws to second for 1. Back to first, double play. And the side is retired. 1.5 inning complete. Still no score. So Matt Saps
Leading off for
steps
the
up to the plate.
the
The designated hitter.
number 31.
And he swings and misses at the first pitch. 98 on the radar gun. Oof. Throwing heat. Pitch is outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey! I got to count 1 and 2.
Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's in there. Thought it might be low. Backs him off the plate. Count evens at 2 and 2. And yet another full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Matt Saps to start the bottom of the second.
That's outside.
And he walks him. Walks the leadoff man. Lets him go. A quick 2 strikes and then could not put him away. So there's a runner at first with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Anthony Mello is up, hitting .208 with a homer and 16 runs batted in. He catches for the Bronx Knights. He takes ball 1. Swings and misses at the changeup. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Quick throw over to first. Saps is back. Saps does have speed. Right on the outside corner for strike 2. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he swings and skies it to right center field. The center fielder makes the catch for the first out of the second. Defense for the Baltimore Orioles in the outfield from left to right is Williams, Bader, and Trout. And in the infield, Gutierrez, Kingery, Mazeroski, and Josh Bell, with Johnny Bench behind the plate. Mazeroski won the Gold Glove Award for second baseman last year. So Gia Urshela is up. He's hitting .478. And he just continues his hot hitting. Again, it's in part-time play. He's only got about 30 at-bats, but the first pitch comes in and he lines it for a base hit. We have runners at first and second with 1 out. So the lineup turns over, and it is Max Lukelich who grounded out in the first. And he lines it, just foul. For the first strike. Runner in scoring position. And he takes strike 2. Inside ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's in the dirt. Oh, and they advance. Here's the throw down to third. It is not in time. Both runners advance on the wild pitch. Kept it in front of him, but bounced out in front of the plate. It could not. So anyway, with 1 out now, they don't even need to hit the score. Both runners in scoring position. And yet again, another full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Woodruff is putting himself in trouble. And he swings and misses at the fastball for strike 3, and there are 2 outs. Does not get the runner home. He's asking him, was it a strike? There's a look.
The second baseman.
He just flat out missed it. Well, with 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs, Chris Ramos, the second baseman, is up. He walked in the first inning. Single gets them both home. And the slider bends in there, backdoors him for a strike. And he goes out of the strike zone and swing at the next one. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Pitch is outside. Waste pitch. Count is 1-2. He just gets a piece. He was out in front to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Outside, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Woodruff will not last long if he keeps having innings like this. Again, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second and third. And he skies it to center field. And in front of the warning track, he makes the catch. The side is retired. They leave another 2 runners on and do not score. They let him get off the hook. At the end of 2 innings, there's still no score. Next up for the Baltimore Orioles is Bill Mazeroski. He's hitting $185 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. He won the Gold Glove Award, but those are some stats that just blew. Curveball drops in there for strike 1. And he pops him way up the elevator shaft. Millo makes the catch behind home plate for the first out.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, number
Kelvin Gutierrez hitting .250, 3 homers, 6 runs batted in. He is the number 9 hitter. Steps up to the plate. And he nubs it to the pitcher. Fields, fires, gets him. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Lineup turns over. Scott Kingery had a single in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. He steps up again for his second plate appearance. And a circle change floats in for strike 1. He's 5 for his last 16. It's a .313 average over his last handful of games. 2-seamer outside corner. The count is very quickly 0-2. And he grounds it foul. Count remains 0-2. And he pulls it down the left field line, but playable for Luke Litch, who makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Joey Pollard, and the side is retired. Middle of the third, still no score. Michael O'Rourke singled in the first inning. He got that average up to 342. Steps in there for bottom of the third. He fouls over the first pitch for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's quickly 2 strikes. Just off the plate. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh boy, look at that pitch number 3. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He hits it high and deep. It is Gonzo. The home run number 11 for Michael O'Rourke, and he's broken the tie. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. Oh, all right there, young man. 17 years old in real life, and he hasn't quite. There isn't a. But give him the bat back. Here's the replay. He's gonna get hit with some baseballs soon. Just sneaks it inside that foul line. Well, Jacob Salazar struck out in the first. He takes strike one. It's a 1-0 lead for the Knights. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Count 2-1.
2-1. And he skies it to the outfield. It's got a chance to drop in. It is caught by the center fielder after a long run for the first out.
Now batting.
Standings in the American League East, Tampa Bay Rays are the top dogs. As you can see, Baltimore is in last place. Benny Locicero does not have an official at bat. He walked in the first inning. He steps up to the plate again. And he gets him on the inside corner for strike 1. He has 15 runs batted in his last 8 games. Checks it, count is 1-1. Hard line drive to Josh Bell, who catches it on the line. You can't decide where to hit the ball. All you can do is hit it hard and hope that nobody catches it. So there are 2 outs. Matt Termini steps up. He's 0 for 1 with a line out in the first. And he jams him. Grounds it to the second baseman, Mazeroski. He throws to first, and the side is retired. A relative easy inning for Woodruff. At the end of 3, it is 1-0 Bronx Knights, though, on the home run by Locicero. I'm sorry, by O'Rourke. Top of the 4th. Harrison Bader struck out in the first. He steps up.
The center fielder, Harrison.
Takes strike 1. Oh, and he hits it high and deep. We may have a tie ball game, and we do. It is 1 apiece on the solo home run by Bader, his 6th of the season. Here's the replay. He just gets all of it. He just pummels it. A lot of real estate out there. I thought there might be a chance, but nope. Well, Billy Williams is up. He struck out in the first. And he takes strike 1. Ground ball up the middle past the diving attempt by Salazar and into center field for a base hit. And we have a runner at first with nobody out here in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Drives it hard back through the box. Mike Trout is up. He's 0 for 1 with the ground out. And he takes strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Circle change, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, curveball. And the first out is recorded. The 3rd strikeout by Joey Pollard.
The first baseman, number 55.
Way out in front of the hook.
Bell.
Josh Bell is up. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Pollard. And the 2-seamer's just outside for ball 1. He had a single in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 1. Knuckle curve floats in there for strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounds it. Urshela boots it. Throws to first. Oh, it's a nice play by Urshela to get the out. He slide dives, keeps it in the infield, chases it down, and then backhand throws it to Pollard covering first. And while there is a runner in scoring position, there are 2 outs here in the 4th. So Johnny Bench popped out in the 2nd. He steps up to the plate. He does have a chance with a single to get that runner home, but it's not happening. He hits a line drive to O'Rourke. Check that Locicero in the outfield for the final out. Harrison Bader ties the ball game with this, a solo jack. And 3.5 innings played, it's tie. 1-1. Matt Saps, the designated hitter, steps up to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. He does not have an official at bat because he walked in the 2nd inning. And he takes ball 1. Fouls off the pitch, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Takes it high, 97 on the radar gun. Count is 2-1. And it's a hard ground ball to the third baseman. Fields fires, got him for the first out.
Now batting, number 43.
Anthony Millo, the catcher, steps into the plate. He is 0 for 1. Fly out in the 2nd. And he drops in a base hit to center. He's 1 for 2. And with 1 out here in the 4th, the Bronx Knights have a base runner.
Now batting, number 30.
So batting 9th is Gio Urshela, who had a single in the 2nd. He's 1 for 1. Oh, and he might have another one. Oh, it's just off the glove of Billy Williams in left field. It's 1st and 2nd. Almost made a spectacular play. Hit a line drive, dove for it, but off the heel of the glove. And there are runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 out here in the 4th. So the lineup turns over. Max Lukulich, who is 0 for 2 today, steps in. He's got a runner in scoring position. See if he can do something about it. He checks his swing. It's inside for ball 1. Max is the leadoff man. He's hitting .352 and has 8 stolen bases on the season. Pulls it, but foul. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. He fouls off the 2-seamer. Count goes 1 and 2. Max is 12 years old in real life. And he floats it to the left fielder, who is there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Max, unfortunately, is 0 for 3 today.
The batter, the 2nd baseman.
Next up is the 2nd baseman, Chris Ramos, who's 0 for 1 with a walk today. He's a switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty, Woodruff. And takes ball 1 low. He's hitting .391 with runners in scoring position. And the count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Just low, 2-1. He's up to 81 pitches. This would be his 82nd pitch here with 3 2/3 innings pitched. Oh, he calls it a strike. Oh my goodness. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. 2 runners on. And he pops it up in the infield. The side is retired. They leave another 2 runners on. And after 4 innings of baseball, it's 1-1. Leading off for the Orioles is Jay Buhner, who grounded out in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1.
The designated hitter.
No time to tie your shoe, buddy. And he throws a two-seamer for strike one. Jay Buhner's 9 for his last 32, which is respectable 281 average. He fouls off the circle change. Quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 looking. Knuckle curve floats into the strike zone. There's 1 out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Sit down.
Bill Mazeroski.
Bill Mazeroski steps in. Swings and misses.
0-1.
Popped out in the third. Knuckle curve in there for strike 2. He's working quickly. Fouls off the fastball. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. 5 strikeouts for Pollard here in the 5th. Kelvin Gutierrez grounded out in the third. He's 0 for 1.
Kelvin Gutierrez.
And he hits it high and deep, but playable. At the warning track, Locicero makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Side retired. So, 4.5 complete. It's still a tie ball game, 1-1.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Dylan Bundy takes over for Woodruff. This is his 18th appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 0-3 with a 6.19 earned run average. And stepping up to the plate is Michael O'Rourke. Michael is 2 for 2. He's already homered today. I'm sure he'd like to homer again. Here's the pitch. And he pulls it foul. He's 8 for his last 22. And he swings and misses out in front of the changeup. Quickly, he's down, no balls and 2 strikes. Pitches in the dirt. Count is 1-2. He checked his swing, or did he? Yes, he did. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Inside, ball 3, count goes full. Jacob Salazar, the shortstop, is on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. And he pulls it on the ground through the right side for a base hit. He's 3 for 3. He's letting everybody know about it too. So Jacob Salazar steps in. He's 0 for 2 today. Strike out, fly out. And he pulls it high and deep, but foul. Strike 1. Outside, count evens 1-1. And he's off on the pitch, and he steals it on the pitch. O'Rourke has 3 hits and a stolen base today. Catcher never had a chance. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike, and we have a runner in scoring position. And he takes it for strike 2. Count evens at 2-2. And he fouls it back. Count remains 2-2. And yet another 3-ball, 2-strike counts. Benny Locicero is on deck. So full count, runner on second, nobody out. The game is tied. And he grounds it weakly to the second baseman, Mazeroski, who throws to first across his body for the first out. But it was a productive out. He got the runner to third base. So with one out, there's a runner at third.
Number 38.
And the team leader in runs batted in, who walked in the first, he's officially 0 for 1. Steps up to the plate, Benny Locicero. In these situations, he has been on fire. He pulls it foul. Strike one. A .455 batting average with runners in scoring position. He's been a completely different hitter with runners on base. And he fouls it back. The count is quickly 0-2.
Nope, that's a
Checks
ball.
his swing. It's low.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Outside, 2-2. And he grounds it weakly to the first baseman, Josh Bell, who keeps it in play and throws him out. But it's an RBI ground out for Locicero, and the score is 2-1. Bronx Knights gets the job done. Matt Termini is 0 for 2 today. Lined out, he grounded out. Steps up to the plate against Bundy. And he takes it inside for ball one. We got a lefty and a righty throwing in the Orioles bullpen. And he fouls off the changeup. Count evens at 1-1. And it's a line drive, but it may be caught by the right fielder, Mike Trout, who in the side is retired. But not before they're able to push a run across. And at the end of 5 innings of play, it's an official game. The Bronx Knights lead 2-1. Leading off for the Orioles, Scott Kingery. He had a single in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Scott Kingery.
And he's in there for strike. And he grounds it, fields it softly. Check that. Matt Termini fields it, throws across the diamond for the first out.
The seventh fielder, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader with a solo homer in the 4th inning steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Line drive to Termini, and he catches it on the fly for the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Billy Williams.
Billy Williams in a single. It's 1 for 2. Steps up with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And Termini gets all of the action this inning. And it's a quick 1-2-3 inning. As we're 5.5 complete. And the score is 2-1 Bronx Knights. Leading off is Matthew Saps, the designated hitter, who
Leading off for the Knights,
basically switches on and off with Salazar at shortstop.
number 31.
And he swings and misses at the high fastball for strike one. And it's a lazy fly ball to center field. In left center, he makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting,
So in case you're wondering, options, gameplay. The hitting difficulty is on All-Star. Pitching difficulty is also on All-Star, in case you're curious about.
number 43.
Anyway, Anthony Miller, the catcher's up. He's 1 for 2. He takes first pitch low.
Count 1-0.
And it just hits the outside corner. Count evens at 1-1. And he laces it. It could end up in the gap, and it does not. It's run down by the center fielder, covering a lot of ground. He makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number
Joe
30.
Urshela He's 13 for 25 for the season. It's a 520 batting average. He's 2 for 2 today. And he checks the swing. The slider is low. And it's a line drive to the first baseman, and the side is retired. So, end of 6 innings of play. It's 2-1 Bronx Knights. So Mike Trout is 0 for 2 today. He steps up to the plate. We're in 7th. And he pulls it. I'm sorry, check that. Slices it. Foul. Swing and a miss at the knuckle curve. It's quickly down 0-2. Grounds it hard to Salazar. Fields, fires, got him. He's racing down the line, but it's 1 out regardless. So here we are, 6 1/3 innings pitched. He's only thrown 50 pitches. Josh Bell is 1 for 2. Oh, and he hits a line drive. It may make its way into the gap. That is a double or more. O'Rourke gets it back into the cutoff man and walks into second base with a 1 out double. Here's a replay. Just hard line drive. Tries to cut it off, but he's unable to. Goes all the way to the wall. Bang. So, Johnny Bench is 0 for 2. And he takes a strike. And he hits it high and deep, but playable for Locicero Robbin, right? Makes the catch for the second out. Gets it back in quickly, no advance on the base paths. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Jay Buhner is up. He struck out, grounded out. He's 0 for 2. He's got a chance to tie the ball game. And the circle change is just low for ball 1. Oof. Runners in scoring position is hitting 0.59.
Nope.
Inside. 2-0 count. And he fouls it off for strike 1. Count is 2-1. Grounds it hard. Oh no! He keeps it. It's an error. It's an error by Jacob Salazar at short. E6.
The batter number 9.
And the inning continues. Let's see. He fielded it clean, just hit off the heel of the glove, and everybody's safe. So, with 2 outs, there's runners at first and third. And Bill Mazeroski up. He's 0 for 2. Big moment in the game. 2-seamer is in there for strike 1. Mazeroski also hasn't hit very well with runners in scoring position. Circle change in the outside corner, strike 2. Strike 3 looking. The side is retired. They hold the lead. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. It's Bronx Knights 2, Baltimore Orioles 1. Okay.
Your attention, please.
Taking over is Michael Givens, making his 9th appearance out of the bullpen for the Baltimore Orioles. He is 2-1 with an 8.64 earned run average. All right. And leading off is Max Lukelich, who's 0 for 3. Before we do that, let's go to the manager's office and the bullpen. I'm going to warm up Dylan Betances, and I'm going to have him scheduled to put him in the game. If I score a whole shit ton of runs, then I'll have Pollard come out for the 8th. And the pitch is low, slider, ball 1. And the pitch is high,
No strike.
2 balls, no strikes. And on the 2-0 pitch, he pops it up in the infield. Shortstop is there to make the catch for the first out.
Now back, second baseman,
Chris Ramos is officially 0 for 2. He didn't walk in the first inning. Steps up to the plate. 1 out in the 7th. And he hits it hard, but right at the second baseman, flubs it, but gets over to first base in time for the second out.
now batting, the center fielder.
So 2 outs. Center fielder Michael O'Rourke steps up to the plate. He's 3 for 3 today with a stolen base. This is what he did in the 3rd. He'd like to do that again, give him an insurance run, see what happens. And the first pitch is outside for ball 1. As you can see, a lefty and a righty are warming up in the Orioles bullpen. Pitch is low, 2-0. And he pulls it foul. Strike 1. I don't know how this guy has an 8.64 earned run average. He's nasty. Side on throw.
Hey!
Change up just on the corner. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. High fastball. Could not resist. And the side is retired. Quick 1-2-3 inning. The end of 7 innings of play. Baltimore has a 1-run deficit. It's 2-1 Knights. Yes, I do want to change the pitcher. So, Dellin Betances is making his 17th appearance for the BRONX Knights. He has an 0-2 record. Does have 2 saves. His ERA is 2.20. He has 22 strikeouts and just over 16 innings pitched. He has been dominant. Kelvin Gutierrez is up. He's 0 for 2.
Number 16,
Try to get on.
Kelvin Gutierrez.
And the fastball at 98 is just low. Knuckle curve is in there for strike 1. And he fouls off the fastball. There are 2 strikes. Counts 1-2. Fouls off the 2-seamer. Count remains 1-2. Swing and a miss at the knuckle curve. Strike out number 1. Line score for Joey Pollard. He is currently the pitcher of record. He pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 earned run, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts. That's the line score you like. If they hold on to the lead, he'll go 5-0 in the season. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Scott Kingery has a single in the first. He's 1 for 3. Grounds it hard on a line to Gio Urshela, who is guarding the line. He makes the catch, made a bid for a double, but they were playing him perfectly. There are 2 outs. Harrison Bader hit a solo homer in the 4th. He's 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Fastball 99 on the radar. 2-seamers just low. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. He pulls it foul. He had it measured up, but just a little bit out in front. Count is 1-2. Swings and misses at the slider. And the side is retired. So, here's the replay. Middle of the 8th. It's still a 1-run ball game. is we're going to go manager.
Leadoff for the night.
John Smoltz, closer. We're going to warm him up. Schedule to put him in the game. Unless we score some runs. And he pulls it hard to right field for a base hit. Jacob Salazar leads off the bottom of the 8th with a single.
Now batting, number 38.
Here's the replay. Virtually no leg kick, one arm swing. So, Benny Locicero is up. He had a walk and an RBI ground out. He has 47 runs batted in. Takes ball one. 47 runs batted in, leads the team. Looks like RBIs have been like magnetic. Inside ball two. And he fouls it back. Count is 2-1. And he just gets a piece of the changeup. Count remains 2-2. I'm sorry, count becomes 2-2. And it is an opposite field base hit for Locicero. He's 1 for 3. And with nobody out here in the 8th, they got a little something cooking. Got runners at first and second. And that was the 9th game in a row for Benny Locicero. So next up, Matt Termini. He's 0 for 3. He's hitting .301. He has runners in first and second with nobody out. They need some insurance runs. And he swings over the top of the changeup for strike one. A little anxious, Settle down, take a breath. Next pitch is low. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 lefties warming up in the Orioles bullpen. You might recognize the name Billy Wagner. Fire thrower. And it's low. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Gibbons is pitching himself into trouble. Oh, he just catches the inside corner. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just outside. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 men on. Nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 8th. I think the runners will stay put. It's outside. He walks him. And the bases are loaded with Bronx Knights. With nobody out. Now batting. Matt Saps is up. He's 0 for 2. He didn't walk in this ball game. Can't walk again. There's nowhere to put him. Well, he can. Pitch is high and tight. Ball 1. And he hits it high and deep. It is off the wall. They're going to clear the bases. Safe, a 3-run double for Matt Saps, and he has broken this game open. Let's watch the replay. Off the wall. Saps walks into second, strong throw home, just in time, that 3rd runner. And the score is 5-1.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and we have a pitching change. Andres Stolet, I guess. I don't know how it's pronounced. Anyway, 5 games pitched. He's only pitched 2 2/3 innings. He's got a 13.50 earned run average. So anyway, now things have changed a little bit. Obviously, I can't go to the manager right now because it's locked. But Anthony Miller was up. Still nobody out. And it's inside. He's a single in the fourth. Manager's office, bullpen. I'm not putting John Smoltz in. Cancel putting him into the game. I'm going to sit him down. And I'm going to have Dinelson LeMay stretch and toss. Because I'm going to have Dylan Betances pitch the second inning so he can get the save. A two-inning save. And he hits a lazy fly ball to the left fielder, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Finally, an out is recorded.
Now batting.
Gio Urshela, the number 9 hitter, was 13 for 26 on the season. It's a 500 average. He's 2 for 3 today. He has been hot. Takes 1-0. He's hitting 500 for the season. That 400 average is actually a little bit of a hit. And he grounds it to the shortstop. Fields fires, got him. And very quickly, there are 2 outs. Urshela is retired.
Number 39.
So Max is 0 for 4 today. If he gets a single, you get an RBI possibly. So let's see if he can get that run home. Grounds it to the first baseman who decides to take it himself for the final out of the 8th. So, last licks for the Baltimore Orioles. Because of the insurance runs, they need 4 runs to tie. Billy Williams is up to lead off. He's 1 for 3 with a single.
The left fielder, Billy Williams.
Swing and a miss at the fastball. Strike 1. Knuckle curve is just off the plate. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Strike 2. Did he swing?
Did he go?
No, he did not. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Knuckle curve goes high. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. He doesn't want to walk the leadoff man. And he fouls off the fastball. Count remains full. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Bullpen. We're going to get John Smoltz back up, warming up just in case. Stretch and toss. Stretch and toss. Swing and a miss on the fastball, 99 on the radar gun. And they've recorded the first out. Mike Trout steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. And he swings and misses the pitch like 9 feet out of the strike zone for strike 1. My goodness. He is. Pulls the fastball at 100 miles an hour, hit triple digits. But it's just a long strike. It's 0-2. And he's on the circle change. Fouls it. Fouls off the fastball. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the slur. Strikes him out. They're down to their final out.
The first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell, all-star, Pittsburgh Pirates in real life, is 2 for 3 today with a double and a single. Let's just give him heat. Strike 1. Give a 4-run lead. Just heat. 99. 2 strikes. They're down to their final strike. Heat. Fouls off the high fastball. Now let's do slur. Oh, and he hits it. I thought he would swing and miss. But it's playable by the center fielder. Oh, he almost misjudged it, but makes the catch for the final out. and the Bronx Knights win. Joey Pollard gets his 5th win of the season, and they've taken the first of a 3-game set at home against the Baltimore Orioles. This is Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Let's finish this game off properly by doing it the stat way. So, for the Bronx Knights, 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The Baltimore Orioles, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. The win goes to Joey Pollard, who's 5-0. Dylan Bundy takes the loss. Dylan Betances gets the save, a 2-inning save. And the player of the game was Michael O'Rourke, who went 3 for 4 with an important home run to tie the game early on. Again, I am RC Robbin. This is Bronx Knights Baseball. It's a win here in Old Classic Yankee Stadium for the 41st game of the season. My plan is to play the entire season. I hope that you poke your head in every so often and check out another game. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great night.